Soon, how long a Northland man will be in prison for killing his wife.
The three-year mystery of Shon Pernice's death suddenly ended yesterday in a Clay County courtroom. Lindsay Shively is in the newsroom with more on this. Lindsay, good morning.
Good morning, Curtis. Shon Pernice will be sentenced in May for his shocking courtroom confession and changed plea of guilty to voluntary manslaughter. On January 2nd of 2009, he says he hit his wife Renee. She fell down the stairs, and that is how she died. This happened at an emergency hearing just a week before Shon Pernice was set to begin trial for murder. This was supposed to be a hearing about whether or not GPS evidence could be allowed in the trial. Shon Pernice will never see a proper burial. Prosecutor Dan White believes Shon Pernice threw his wife's body in a dumpster. His team did attempt a recovery, but then they realized it was nearly impossible.
Went to the dump and basically was told it would be about 10 or 11 acres, about 20 feet deep, which would be an impossible feat.
His intent at the time was not to kill her, but in the heat of the moment, he hit her hard enough and in a way that he knew could seriously harm her.
White also says we should learn more about what happened in the days surrounding Renee's death during that sentencing coming up in May in Clay County. Shon Pernice had started divorce proceedings when she vanished. The 35-year-old nurse had 2 sons and a stepdaughter. From the newsroom, Lindsay Shively, 41 Action News.
All right, Lindsay, thank you. And Shon Pernice's parents say that Shon Pernice's confession is something they've known all along. Renee's mother, Linda Lockwood, and her father, Rick Pretz, embraced family members yesterday afternoon shortly after the plea deal. Family members are happy that this 3-year investigation is over, but add the news brings mixed emotions.
The tears come from the sadness that I feel to know that my daughter was murdered. The happiness comes from knowing that he has admitted it.
And her father thanked the efforts of both the Clay County prosecution team and the police department. Renee's 2 young boys remain in the custody of Renee's mother, Linda Lockwood.
And a former Kansas City man told 41 Action News that he saw Shon Pernice throw something in a dumpster 3 years ago. Floyd Williams says he reported it to police at the time, and they did interview him. And we spoke with Williams on the phone.
I see him on TV as Shon Pernice, the guy that's his wife's missing, and I'm going, oh my God, he was dumping in our dumpster.
Williams now lives in New Orleans, but was ready to come back to the area to testify for the prosecution. In fact, he even sent us photos of a letter sent to his employer by the prosecution to excuse him from work. We'll hear more from Williams coming up in our next half hour.
Also, as part of this plea deal, Shon Pernice will face other charges while others were dropped. In July of 2009, Clay County prosecutors charged Shon Pernice with stealing a gun from his neighbor's home and endangering his 2 sons. He then allegedly threatened a witness. Clay County prosecutor Dan White says as part of the plea agreement, Pernice admitted to 2 counts of child endangerment, but that gun charge will be dismissed.
So again, Shon Pernice will be sentenced on May 11th for voluntary manslaughter in the death of his wife Renee in 2009. We've been following this case for some time here, since the very beginning, and we do have complete coverage on our website. You can read all of our stories and see our interviews on kshb.com.